So I'd just like to inform you that I am a complete idiot. I just finished recording all of the things I was planning to use for this video, right? And then only to find out that half of my recordings didn't have my voice in it. Which for some people might consider that a blessing, seeming as how annoying my voice is. But, like, how did I... Look, I even got it in the replay. Look at this dumbass. God. To summarize, just so that you don't just hear this. I had this idea to start on the spawn area, more so that it's easier for other people to attach onto it, rather than the other two things that I've already made in that area. And so my first thought was to make a sort of information center, one where people on the server could go and just learn more about Cobblemon, or just anything to do with Pokemon, to be fair. Mostly because all of the items in said game don't describe how they work in any way. At least most of the held items they use for battling and stuff. So I thought this would just be good for the players that either don't know Pokemon or just don't know Pokemon well enough to be able to already know these things. And so, you know, and saves them having to search it up. They can just go straight there in the game. Turns out I spent most of my time flattening everything out and not having a plan. So I've got weird time lapses because, yeah, I figured out how the replay mod works, so it means I can have more cinematic shots. So I'll play those little things in a little bit, but still, this was just so stupid. Anyways, it also turns out that there's layers to this idiocy. I forgot to record the actual time lapse. Sorry. But you know, there's not really much you can do, so like, here's the build, I guess. I wish it could have been revealed a bit cooler. But I mean, at least you guys don't have to see my amalgamation of a potential time lapse. So there's good news. Somewhat. Anyways, finally moving on to the actual video part of the video that was supposed to be there originally, coming right after the bit that was supposed to be normal. Let's continue, shall we? I wonder how many people are gonna be pissed that it's off center. I see that someone has done some redecorating while I was away. Just lovely. Now, the whole point of this building was so that I could fill it with books that had information about what these, what most of these items do, that don't actually say what they do, or don't have a, like, very discernible purpose just from viewing. So, but the only problem is I don't have any ink to make, you know, the fucking books you write in. So, I'm gonna leave it there for now. But another focus I do want to do is I want to make an actual a battle area sort of thing. Just like a small one. I'm thinking maybe this area. Just so that we have an actual place we can battle. Actually, no, I'll think of a better area. But, I do want to start developing this area a bit more. Just adding random paths and stuff, you know. Also, I was hoping not to talk about how, terrible of a time lapse it was. because I kept needing to get other resources, and then realizing I didn't grab the other things I needed, and then I ran out of glass. I started a time lapse without even having the right amount of materials. So as you probably see in the time lapse, my friend comes and gives me an entire thing of glass panes, which, you know, is more than I'm ever gonna need for a while. But yeah, no, it turned out alright. It's just an information center. And I mean, yeah, if none of my friends watch this video, they won't notice that the eye is not in the middle. I could probably fix that eventually. It's yeah. The main thing I want to figure out is how I want to start building stuff, and then how how to integrate that with how other people are building things. Because this entire area, I plan to have for anyone to build what they want, whether it be like a shop or just anything of the sort, really. And I thought this was probably the best way to go as a start, because then it has, well, it will eventually have all the information that people need to start, or like even more advanced information. Anything that I can't or don't end up teaching people on here about Cobblemon or just Pokemon in general. I do want to think about how I'm going to level out things, because I want to make building space for people, but you know, I want to make as much natural looking things as well, just so it looks like, I want to add as much plant life into infrastructure, all that kind of stuff, just because I think it'll look really nice. But it'll depend on what other people want to do, if they want to do things, which I hope that they do, but I'm not going to force anything, of course. I'll just build what I want to build, and other people can do the same, if they so choose. I really want to figure out how to make this waterfall look even better, because I want to keep it here. If anyone else has any ideas, you know, before I actually do anything, feel free. It is both nice and mildly frustrating that I don't know really what I'm doing. I don't have a plan all too much. I have vague ideas, and then I start doing them, and then problems arise, so I should probably get that sorted at some point. Organization at its finest. I need to stop gushing over this area, but like in an actual good way. I think that this is the perfect spot for a little, like, not a field, like a battle, just a battleground, yeah. But it definitely needs a little bit more leveling. But yeah, overlooking the waterfall, that'll look really nice. And I feel, I don't know why, I feel like all of this should be filled with water. That's what I want to do. I don't know if I should do it though. We'll flatten this out closer to the cliff. I think that could look quite nice. But we'll see how that goes. God, people are going to think that leveling is like my favorite thing to do. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's satisfying, but this is so time consuming. Jeez. Now, before I get too ahead of myself, I should probably actually build the arena and then build the dirt around it. So, with an arena, I want it to be big enough to house things like that or this, but also not make the smaller ones feel like they have to run a marathon to get to the opponent. Which I think Garchomp's the best reference for this. He's a large Pokemon, but he's not like the biggest. No, we'll start right here. This is gonna be the corner. Yeah, I think that's good reference. It's not too close. Yeah, I think this size is big enough. It's not like too massive, so it's pretty good. This still has a pretty good view of the waterfall, especially from across the other side. Actually, I came over this side because I wanted to check my terraining. It actually doesn't look too bad. Some of it looks very pyramid-like, so I'll probably fix a few things, and then this is obviously very flat, so I'll fix that, and then I'll eventually fix stuff down here, because I do like this waterfall thing, but it needs to lead somewhere, probably like a, I don't know, some kind of, I'll have to figure out how water works in real life, because I don't want it to look bad. Okay, getting somewhere. I think it's still definitely too thin. What's that music? What the Why is it so loud? What's even making that noise? I need to make a portal for the other areas, like, so badly. Now, this little bit can be where the actual people stand. I don't know how you're gonna activate a battle from that far away, but, you know, that's... you figure it out. Okay, well, it's something. I don't have enough stone though. I'm glad I'm spending my time smelting several stacks of stone, knowing that I probably only need one more. Sugar. You know, now that I think about it, overstocking on blocks is probably better than running out. So, maybe that's not too bad. Yeah, it's so basic, but that's fine. Now I can continue leveling out stuff. You know, I should probably not just be silent the entire time I'm just digging. I should have like a commentary or something. Just talk about random stuff. You know, because that's what this whole thing is about, being an entertainer. You know, watch a video to not be entertained, unless you, I don't know, hate watch or something. Took me a moment to get to work there. I hope my leveling doesn't go completely underappreciated. I'm putting a lot of time into this. But, you know, that's like they say, when life gives you lemons, you develop a phobia for them because your friend was talking about some kind of mutated lemon and it freaked you the hell out. This is very relevant to the conversation. I never seem to be able to plan when I'm recording very well because this weather is just so lovely. Although sleep is the solution, as it is with most things. You know, when I think a good amount of dirt is a good amount of dirt, and then it's just suddenly not even close. It's confusing, man. the urge to just do as much in one sitting as possible. I should maybe not do that. I actually don't even know how long this video is going to be. I don't even know if the amount of stuff I've done so far is even really enough to fill out an entertaining enough length of a video. But all of this is just experimentation. We love experimentation. Experimentation is like the greatest thing to ever exist. Because it means you can fail and say that it was planned, because, you know, I don't think this conversation is relevant, but, you know, I like to have those conversations with myself, looking at a screen, playing a game that's meant to pass the time. I should stop being so philosophical. Actually, here's a question to think about. How rushed... Okay, actually, hang on. Let me reword that. What does early game and late game Minecraft look to you? Because, on one hand, I think I'm taking it pretty slow, but then I also feel like I'm rushing. Because I'm doing all of this random stuff. But like, I haven't really got any diamond gear or anything. And like, I haven't done a lot of things people would normally consider late game. Well, I feel like I'm definitely not late game. But like, meanwhile, other people on here have already been to the end, and he still considers it early game. Even just going past his base, that's considered early game. I don't really know what to say about that though. I think it's about time to stop when your fingers are physically hurting from breaking and placing blocks, so I think I might, you know, leave it at this for today. I mean, to be fair, I've actually done a decent amount of building already, and terraining / flattening. But you know, I've gotten started on a kind of collaborative district, so, and that's what I mostly wanted to do today. Next time we'll probably be more focused on my actual base area, but I am also thinking of installing a portal around here somewhere. But I'll give that a bit longer before I decide where to put it. But yeah, I think that might be the end of today's episode. I say today, but this was made over like a week or so. I have such inconsistent posting. But you know, that means more excitement when a video comes out. No, actually, that's a complete lie. It's more than I'm saving you some pain for a longer than usual. But yeah, with that, I shall talk soon.